Hey y'all. Okay, so today's word is going to be titled The Gift Report, April Edition, Hello Refunds. I want to start off with saying that God started around December of last year, giving me each month at the beginning of the month, like a rundown, like a little rundown of things that are to come. And just a few months ago, he started having me title them the gift report and then like whatever the month is and then edition. And so again, the gift report April edition. And what I've come to notice is that it's not necessarily the rundown of that specific month, but it's for the month to come and the months to come. So this is what he has given me for this month and for the months to come, just as I've been speaking on. This is for spouses that are returning, prodigals that are returning. Again, they are no longer prodigals. If this applies to you, they are no longer prodigals at this point. They are returned to God. They're in unity with God, and they are right now just God is helping bring them up from this low place of, they have started to awaken and things have been revealed to them, and they've just kind of been sitting in this low place, which is throughout the month of April. God spoke to me and said that, at this point, he is beginning to massage them out of this, and bring them from this low place to this high place, so that in May, June, they are returning back to you, and proposals, weddings, all of these things are taking off from there. So again, it's titled The Gift Report, April Edition, Hello Refund. And before I start reading it, I want to go over a little bit of how I got this and received this. So first things first, there was a license plate in front of me this morning. I did not get a picture of it like I normally would. There's just a lot going on this morning, getting the kids to school and such. But I noticed that it said Endless Summer, and then it said June 89. And so when I looked up 89 in the Strong's Concordance, it said unceasingly, constantly, without remission. So that ties into what it said, endless summer, June. So keep that in mind. And then he gave me 616 a lot the last week, which means to give birth to bring forth. 515, to deem worthy. 329, to stir up the fire, to fan the flame. And then I passed a truck a few days ago that said Wilderness Advantage. I saw this, I thought, oh, like I wasn't thinking too much into it. Like I knew like, oh, okay, like wilderness season. But then God had me, he was like, no, like think about it. So I started thinking, and what he gave me from that was, all of the things that are about to come forth, that he's about to bring forth, these proposals, these marriages, these unions, communication, all of these things, are the advantages of having went through the wilderness season. So the wilderness season is rough. It's a lot. It's very draining. You've been through it, it's a lot. However, the advantages, the benefits, the things that it brings forth, like after you come out of it, are well worth everything that you've had to go through. All of these things that are about to take place are well worth, going through and having to go through the wilderness season. What he gave me with all this being said, he said, the gift report, April edition, hello refund. Refund. So, the enemy, as I've said previously, he's been caught, And as the Bible says, once the enemy is caught, he is to give back everything that he has stolen. And, you know, in order for the enemy to have been caught in this situation, these spouses that were once prodigals that are no longer running, they had to experience deliverance and all of these things in order to, this all had to happen in order for the enemy to be caught, the way that God explained that to me. And so at this point, he has been caught, and now he is being sued. He is refunding you. He is returning to you all of the things that he has stolen from you. So hello refund. And then as the license plate this morning, endless summer. And then he had given me this like a few weeks ago, dream summer getaways ahead. And then he says, are you ready for this? No strings attached trips. The communication is here. It is time to meet and come into unity. It is time to celebrate. It is time to vacation. So a lot of these unions and proposals, marriages that are about to take place over the summer, it's going to be celebrated. You know, you guys will be going away together on a trip, maybe God, whatever God has spoken to you. There's just going to be a lot of celebration. He said it's time to vacation. And then I got this from an email. Sometimes God speaks to me through my email, like headlines. And this one in particular stuck out to me, and it said, turn ? Into smiley face fast. So I had like a question mark and then a smiley face. So turn ? Into smiley face fast. And what that spoke to me was all of the things, you know, all of the mourning and sadness and all of those things that we've been experiencing and going through, it is no more. It is turning from that into joy, happiness, peace. And another thing the question mark spoke to me was confusion. You know, a lot of us have been wondering, like, when is this going to happen? When are these things going to happen for me? Where is this person? Just all of the confusion, all of the questions, and all of the emotional, just this emotional roller coaster that we've been on is ending quick. Like I've been saying, it's happening swiftly, it's happening quickly, and it's turning into joy, happiness, peace very quickly. And it's going to feel like it happened overnight. He said, I am fanning the flame to bring this forth. He is fanning the flame inside of these spouses, you know, placing desire in them, urgency, fanning the flame as in igniting that passion inside of them, all of those things to bring them forward into unity with you. He said, I have deemed you both worthy and ready for this. So at this point, if God says you're ready, if God says they're ready, and he sees you both worthy of this because you have both put in the work and come to a place that he feels you guys are ready for it, then it's time. He said, a summer to remember and a summer that never ends. I'm about to run out of time for this video, but the scriptures that he gave me was Genesis 2:22, Genesis 24, Ruth 2:12, and Philemon 1:15. I don't have time to read those off in this video, but please take the time to go read those. And again, this is not for everyone. This is for specific people. So please take it to God and ask God to confirm it to you and know the season that you're in. But I hope that this served as confirmation for someone. It gave someone clarity. It encouraged someone. This is very exciting. And I'm happy for